What up? How's it going? Hey, so I noticed there seemed to be some sort of, I won't say it's worry, but there was some concern based off people's comments like, hey, this isn't as good as Breaking Bad, or hey, it's a slow burn and all that. And the characters they have in here so far, I'm all for it. And also what the show seems to be, like so far, an origin story, I'm all for that. Right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. For it to end with me seeing Tuco is like, oh shit, I forgot that he may be in this. Right? Even though he's so memorable. So hey, let's go ahead and get this second episode started, because now they about to be in his house and things have completely changed. But already we're seeing that writing where everything is in a straight line, right? Like he ends up with Tuco and it's like, how does he end up in this gangster shit? Hey, let's find out. He cooking? That motherfucker love to cook. I ain't gonna lie, them motherfucking burritos he was making, that shit look good to the motherfucker.
Mijo,
oh yeah, the name of the episode is Mijo.
En la cocina.
It's really messed up.
Once I heard her say that.
Mira, venía guiando. Entonces, de momento oí un ruido y creo que le di un golpe al muchacho.
Abuelita, no te preocupes, todo está bien.
Just a crazy old biznatch who ran over my brother. It hurts
what?
so bad. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
Why did he say that?
¿Lo ves? Está lastimado.
She broke his leg, and then she stood on the gas
You
at
just
the
called his grandmama a
she felonied
bitch.
me.
He about to beat they ass.
We got a real problem here. Yeah, see problema.
Ay, Dios mío.
Y'all about to get fucked up.
Hey, amigo, what are you gonna do about this leg situation?
I really need to see a doctor.
A doctor. Doctors ain't cheap, yo.
You want money?
Yes.
Yeah, damn straight.
Hit and run? It's no joke. What are the cops gonna say?
Cops.
Cops, they can be looking at this tape
It's all
anytime
up to
now.
you.
Oh no. What? Stop. Please, y'all stop.
You called her biznatch.
Annie
Please.
away. She's gonna go to jail.
Tuco,
You want that?
have your way with
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Play it smart.
Okay, good. So let's talk dollar amounts for what you did.
No.
He said no.
Biznatch.
Even if you didn't know who Tuco is or how he could be, what fucking world would you call that old woman biznatch in front of her grandson?
Mijo, ¿qué pasa?
Oh, nada. Todo está bien.
¿Y esos hombres están aquí todavía?
Allá se fueron.
Ah, sí. ¿Y qué es eso en mi alfombra?
Dérame la salsa.
Ay, mijo. Mira, no te olvides de echarle club soda.
Sí, no te preocupes.
That man tried to use spit to clean it. That woman told you use fucking club soda, man.
Open up, officer of the court. Open up in the name of the law.
I will say, he don't seem so cranked out
Good afternoon. This
as when we meet him in Breaking Bad.
I got a call from some clients, said something about an accident. I did not get any details.
¿Quién es ese hombre? ¿Está con los otros?
No, es un vendedor. Abuelita, yo me encargo de esto. ¿Por dónde vas? Abuelita, yo traigo la club soda. Lo juro, confía en mí, por favor. Vuelve para arriba. Talk.
My clients, exhibiting extremely poor judgment, followed your grandmother to this delightful, well-tended home. Now, at this juncture, I'm deducing that they said or did something that crossed a line. And you, with some justification, you put them in their place. My point is, if they're still alive, why kill us? Why? Because of a misunderstanding? Why? Our own stupidity? Why mess up your lovely Abuelita's place? I will collect my moronic clients and poof, we are gone. Assuming, that they're still breathing.
You got a mouth on you.
Thank you.
No. It was him. It was all his idea.
No!
Shut up. He wanted to scam you. He said we could clear $2,000 easy.
You punking me. Are you punking my abuelita?
He hit his head. He doesn't know what he's saying.
For what are you getting $2 grand?
It's for going after your grandma. It's for taking a header over a car and then replacing her. It was him, I swear. It was the lawyer.
But I was running a scam.
My abuelita!
No, not on your abuelita, not on you. There's a woman named Betsy Kettleman. I mentioned her. She's married to Craig Kettleman. He's the
There go
treasurer of
big dude.
Bernalillo County. But it turns out your lovely abuelita, she drives a car that's a whole lot like the Kettlemobile. Tell me what you want to know. Who do you think I am? Hey, use your words, okay?
Use your words.
We know you're with the heat. The question is who? Local? FBI? DEA?
No, I'm a lawyer. Just reach in my pocket right now. I passed the bar. Ask me anything. I'm not contract law. I'm down at the courts every day. People know me. I'm a known quantity. I am. I'm Special Agent Jeffrey Steele. FBI, I'm undercover, okay? You got me. I'm the tip of the spear. And releasing me would be the smart move.
I told you the business was too good. I knew it.
Jeffrey A. Steele.
Okay, Agent Steele, what business are we in? What do we sell?
Drugs.
What kind of drugs?
It's Title 21, Schedule 2 through Schedule 5, including Part B. That's what we call them down at the Bureau. The task force is designated Operation Kingbreaker.
Kingbreaker. That makes me the king!
The next words out of your mouth ought to be the truth.
I'm James Morgan McGill. I'm a lawyer. I was trolling for business. Okay, that's the truth. Now, you find a Bible, I'll swear.
Okay, what about Operation Kingbreaker,
I made
FBI?
it up, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know you. I don't want to. I don't know any of your names, and I got a bad case of face blindness. You let us go. We're going to forget this happened. Guys, we're going to forget. Right? Nod your heads.
I say cut him loose.
He said he was FBI. He admitted it.
You really see the FBI hiring those two flaquitos?
Maybe.
Croaking a lawyer for no reason is bad business. He goes away, someone's gonna come look for him.
They walked into my house. They disrespected my abuelita. They called her Biznatch! And they just walk!
Called her Biznatch.
James M. McGill. A lawyer you can trust. I know how to find you, James McGill. Understand what I'm saying?
What about them?
Come on.
Y'all call somebody
Yeah,
grandmama
right.
a business.
Come on.
At the very least, they got to get their ass whooped. Like, you can't just go around calling grandmama's business.
I'm gonna skin them like javelinas!
Forget about them. They're insects. Hey, think about their mother.
I spit on their mama!
She is a sweet little lady. She's a widow. She needs a cane to walk. You know, she's got arthritis, and still she works every day. What, for herself? No, not for them. For these two.
That's on them. They should have thought about that.
When I was at your abuelita's place, you were gonna let them go. Way I see it, that's because you're tough, but you're fair. Okay. Then let's talk proportionality. They're guilty. Yeah. Agreed. Now you have to decide what's the right sentence.
Like a judge.
Like a judge. Ever hear of the Code of Hammurabi? Like the punishment for the crime? Eye for an eye?
Eye for an eye. You want me to blind them?
No.
Punishment fit the crime. Colombian neckties. I cut their throats and then I pull their live tongues through the slits. Biznatch!
Or you could give them black eyes.
Black eyes? That ain't nothing.
He just yelled
That one there,
Biznatch.
Holmes, he already got a black eye, fool.
Oh, no.
Stop helping. I'm gonna break their arms. I'm gonna break their legs.
Arms? When did we get onto arms?
Break their legs.
How many legs?
2. They got 2 legs.
One leg.
Each 1 leg each?
To show everybody that you are the man, but that you're fair, that you're just.
1 leg each.
That's tough. That's fair.
Check it out!
clean!
Here you go, here you go. Easy, easy.
This is what Saul is all about.
You're the worst lawyer. The worst lawyer.
No, he's not.
I just talked you down from a death sentence.
Exactly.
6 months probation.
Like, he's great. This is what it's all about. In the most horrible, despicable situations, he's able to somehow make the pain not so terrible. The ultimate pain would be death. Oh, it just hit me. What's happening? That's reminding him of the ankles breaking.
I don't think you grounded yourself.
I wonder what that phobia is called. Phobia of electromagnetism, like.
Why are you in that space blanket?
You brought your cell phone in here last night.
Sorry about that. Chuck, did you read this?
Read what? Emergency room bill. Yeah, I may have glanced at it. It fell out of your pocket.
I know how this looks. I'm down to my last dime and suddenly I'm paying for broken legs, but it's not that. I'm not backsliding. This isn't slipping Jimmy.
Fine.
Take off the space blanket. I didn't do anything wrong.
It has nothing to do with that. It was your phone.
Take off the space blanket, Chuck. Come on. Take off the blanket. Thank you.
That was interesting, him saying it to him. Saying it to him, showing how serious he was about saying it. Chuck asking why. And then, yeah, that was interesting. And I knew he was going to do that.
No.
She didn't even have to give him the miles.
No. No. What do you want?
Not to starve to death? What do you say? Got something for me? It's showtime, folks.
I'm gonna kill him.
Your Honor, I'm very sorry. I'll never do it again.
What?
Just
Your Honor, I'm very sorry, and I'll never do it again.
Eddie with a prior.
The kid took a slice of pizza.
Eddie with a prior.
Look, the parents are a train wreck. There's no food in the house. He was hungry.
Eddie with a prior.
Come on.
You lied on stickers.
Come on.
$5.
You serious?
You got 4. You need 5.
There's 4 90-minute stickers there. This makes you feel real important, huh? Not enough stickers? More stickers? Lady up there, she shorts me every time. Okay, this is not a me problem. This is a you problem.
Petty with a prior.
Petty with a prior.
Misdemeanor shoplifting.
Petty with a prior.
Come on, meet me halfway.
Petty with a prior.
I plead the kid to the sheet, and you give me a continued sentencing. In 6 months, if he's still clean, you file for a dismissal. Come on, this is how you want to spend your time? You can have the rest of these.
Like a troll under a bridge. You must have the stickers or you won't pass.
I like that whole montage, I guess the way this show plays, it reminds me so much of a film so far.
You have 0 messages.
Customer.
What?
For you, a customer. Waiting now.
Welcome, welcome. My office is being painted. Excuse the temporary quarters.
Just me.
That's what I was wondering.
Duke, who freaked you out, huh? I've been thinking about what you said out there in the desert. Those people that you were trying to scam, how much did they steal?
North of $1.5 million. Why are you asking me?
I'm gonna rip them off.
Oh.
I like ripping off thieves because they can't go to the cops. They have no recourse. You point me at where they have their cash, I'll pay you. What do you call it? A finder's fee. Call it 10%.
That's how he gets
100
down.
large. You already tried ripping them off. I'm gonna finish what you started.
I don't know where their money is.
Smart guy like you can figure it out.
I'm a lawyer, not a criminal.
I got between you and Tuco.
And I appreciate that. I owe you. As far as I'm concerned, you're a client. This is a consultation, and everything you just told me is privileged.
You rat, you die.
And that, too, yes.
Yeah, oh, there is that.
For when you figure out you're in the game.
I'm not in the game. I promise.
First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I have a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you'd like to, check it out. I like this episode for one main reason. That last episode, the first one, was what it was, but I'm not sure, but I would guess that this second episode will be about how this show is going to go. And they had an interesting task with this show because you have this character who's known, and he's known for being a certain way. But we're also given a little bit of his origin, okay? But the thing is, he's a character and he is who he is, and it's about him. It's called Better Call Saul. So how are they going to show that? And they did it in such a dope way with that Tuco situation, right? He had to talk his way out of it. We've seen him talk, okay? But this shit was on steroids. First off, when Tuco pulls him in, and his abuelita, she's, you know, she's such a good woman. She's like, use that club soda, Mijo. Like, and he, that was funny because, as I said, we witnessed Tuco, somebody else who we know, he wasn't so cranked out. Partially, mostly because he was in her house. He got respect for her. But even when they were out in the desert, it was a little more tempered. Even though he did have his crazy moments. But he's sitting there and he's talking to Saul, and Saul finds a way to first get him to listen. Second, get him to not just straight blow his brains out. And third, to take him to the dudes. So when they get in there and he gives him the knife, he takes the tape off, and the guy immediately spills his guts. And he has to talk to him. He has to talk to him. They end out in the desert. And the dialogue was such that we knew how Tuco was going to handle this, right? We already understood, okay, he's going to, you know, do what he does, but we're still not sure. As I said, he seemed not to be as cranked out as he was before. Tuco, as we saw him in Breaking Bad, you know, snorting lines of meth, that motherfucker would have been stomping James McGill's face into the fucking sand, okay? But he was hearing him out. And the way it went where first he's like, no, I'm the lawyer, puts the thing to his finger, okay, I'm an FBI agent. And he tries. He used that lawyer knowledge he knows. He talks about the scheduled drugs and the schedule of the drugs. And he basically just listed what he knew about drugs as a lawyer. And he came up with Kingbreaker and all that. And then Tuco, he was just saying funny things. Kingbreaker, that means I'm a king. Like, and then they called her Biznatch. Like, which I was offended by too. I was like, at least y'all gotta get your ass whooped. Y'all call that man and grab a Biznatch in front of him. Which was like, those are some stupid motherfuckers. For Saul, James McGill, to get out of it, right? Boom, he gets out. And now it comes back to, we see the guy, the main reason he got Saul out of there. The reason, because he wanted to rip off those people. He heard about that money. He comes back later and is like, nah, I just want all of it. And I'll pay you the finder's fee. Which is like, now seeing this is funny because we know Saul finder's fee. Like, he's always about that finder's fee. Like, that's his thing. Now, it's dope because that was us seeing what we know him as on steroids, okay? We know him, boom. It was like in a moment, compact moment, and he gets him, he pleads. Listen, this is how dope that scene is to me. He played the two scammers down from the death penalty to get broken legs. And for them to invoke Hammurabi's code, it was like, hey, that was fire, right? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who took humanities and shit like that and remember it. Cause like that's like for a show about a lawyer to mention, you know, one of the oldest laws of the land that anyway, that was just cool for me to hear that reference. Then they break the leg and you see Tuco with his Tuco this. Okay, so we saw that, what we knew him for, and we kind of saw that in there. But then it was something that we didn't see that much of. I don't think we saw it all in Breaking Bad. Him as an actual, you know, officer of the court, lawyer, right? So what we saw from Saul in Breaking Bad, it was, you know, his sort of consigliere work and the interrogation room stuff. And he comes in there, when they lawyer up, he comes in there and he was a beast. To the point where shit ain't going to trial if it's up to him. If it's up to him, it's not going to trial. So it was interesting to see him be a trial lawyer and try to help these people out. But he's a public defender and he cares a lot. The type of people who would do that job and care and not get beat down by it, right? Like you're going up against the DA. So to see the whole petty with a prior part where the DA is like, he's not giving up, but Saul is being persistent, right? James is being persistent. I'm like, hey, this is dope to see where that drive comes from. And I know some people would like look at that and to them it would almost seem as a wasted scene, but nah, I feel like for one, it played like a scene from a movie or something like that. They had the music going and then you would see him just working in that fucking courthouse. And I mean, he's eating on the steps and his papers are getting knocked over and he's getting coffee and he's talking to bailiffs and dealing with bailiffs and it's showtime and he's trying to get himself ready to go to work. And I really like that because as I said, we didn't get to see lawyering in the court, right? Like when it was in the courthouse or something like that, that man was trying to talk somebody out of fucking, you know, even going to trial. This is so far to me a different take that I like. I don't know. It's something about the colors and everything. The entire coloring of the show looks like an office. Like I can't really explain it. It looks like office colors. Like if you were to go inside a lawyer's office, that just seems what the shade of the show is. And I like that. And then you have the interplay between him and Mike. That's funny. It's just different things about this. This show plays more like a black comedy almost, as they call it. The thing with Chuck, I feel bad for Chuck. Like normally when I would watch stuff like that, I'd be laughing or something. But with him, he's so sincere about it. And I know that dude, I can't remember his name. He's in a lot of those funny movies, you know what I mean? Like Best in Show and shit like that. Dang, I wish I could remember his name, but that guy, the way he's playing it, it's like, damn, man, he can't do anything. And you felt the panic, but it wasn't like this overplayed panic. It was a realization by him, like, I knew it, this motherfucker. And he goes and get his wooden tongs and he goes and tosses the phone out. And this is something that happened before because my man asked front or back when he woke up. So I'll ask that. But there was a dope part to that scene. Okay? Two dope parts. The Slippin' Jimmy thing. He's like, listen, this isn't Slippin' Jimmy here. I know you're thinking I'm just scamming people for money and shit. This isn't what that is, right? Even though that's how it started, but it ended up something deeper. But for him to like Chuck to be worried about that, And for him to have to like, hey, that's not it. The space blanket. He said, hey, take off the space blanket. And it seemed like, okay, take off the space blanket. My man is like, why? And right then and there, when you saw that why, it was like, he knew that was somebody holding him to dealing with his issue, at least for that moment. I can't really explain that. That's just, he acted that real well because it's one of those things. I've seen it before, and I can't think of where I've seen this sort of thing before where you have to tell somebody, no, listen to me, do this. And they like, dog, wow, like, you know what I mean? He's like, do it. And he takes it off begrudgingly, and I knew he was going to put it back on once Saul left. Hey, so far I like this, and as I said, it plays like a movie. You know what I mean? And the first 2 episodes I enjoyed so far, man. Hey, next episode.